Look at the mountains with your own eyes. Why, when you see the mountains, do these mountains not make you want to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who created them? If you see the vastness, when you see those drawn pictures of Everest, you see these huge mountains that come from the earth covered in snow and ice, and then they go down to pastures and fields. Does that not show you the greatness of the Creator? The purpose of these signs, the sun and the moon and the stars and the mountains and the earth and the rivers, the springs, the rain, is for you to realize how great the Creator is. More than that, if you think about the arsh of Allah, the Prophet ﷺ described the kursi as like the heavens and the earth. And if you compare the size of the kursi to the size of the heavens and the earth, it's like the heavens and the earth are just an iron ring thrown into a desert plain. Imagine a vast desert. Imagine you took a ring, an iron ring, and you threw it into the desert. What is that iron ring in comparison to that desert? That is the example of the kursi in comparison to the heavens and the earth. What about the arsh of Allah? The arsh of Allah and the kursi is like the ring thrown into the desert plain. Wallahu Akbar. And Allah is greater than all of that. Imagine that. The entire universe is just an iron ring in the middle of the desert in comparison to the kursi. And the kursi is just an iron ring in the middle of the desert in comparison to the arsh. Wallahu Akbar. And Allah is greater than all of that. So when you think about the greatness of Allah's creation, it leads you to know the greatness of the Creator. Every time Allah mentions His greatness in the Quran, His rububiyyah, His creation, His lordship, His sending down the rain, His giving life and causing death, all of this is so that you worship Him alone. You worship the one who created those mountains. And then you imagine the people who worship the idols, this small statue that they put in front of them and they pray to it. Ask them, which of the mountains did this statue create? And how much of the rain did this statue send down from the sky? Or how many springs did this statue bring out from the earth? If you bring it and put it on the desert plains, how many times will a spring come out from it? And ask it, what did it create from the earth? And what did it create for those who are alive and those who are dead? The answer, la shay, nothing. And that's because Allah alone is the one deserving of being worshipped, because He alone is the one who has these beautiful names and lofty attributes and great actions which He tells us about, so that these people, وَيْلٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ لِلْمُكَذِّبِينَ, woe to the one who after that denies, after they've seen these signs. And you imagine how many people today are atheists, they don't believe in anything. Do they not walk on the earth? Do they not see what Allah has gathered for them in this earth? Do they not bury their dead and take a lesson? Do they not see the mountains and the rain and what Allah sends down to them and the rivers and springs? But if Allah places a seal over a person's heart, then that person can't see what is in front of their eyes. And so they deny the existence of Al-Khaliq, Al-Azim, the one who is the great creator, the one who is the most great. They deny His existence, let alone denying His right to be worshipped alone and with no partner.